What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Welcome to the Petering Out Podcast.
Oh, yes! It is time once again for you to get them headphones in and with them Peters out. Because it is the Petering Out Podcast. Pa.
Oh,
With
yeah.
your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., Chub Didge, and Jeezy Weezy, a.k.a. the Royal Canoodler.
The Royal Canoodler. Happy belated birthday to both of you.
Thank you.
I was waiting for the show to say it.
It's a bad bitch birthday.
It's a bad bitch.
Very later.
Huh?
Shit. What was I gonna say?
I don't know, bro.
Busy week. It's a lot of news this week.
Gavin Newsom is a Nazi?
Who?
Gavin Newsom.
He's a fascist pig. Everybody keeps saying that Cuomo or Newsom is going to take Biden's spot.
To run as president?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Biden is such a piece of shit.
I mean, Biden's showing.
He's an idiot.
Biden also is showing signs of dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why they're going to be like, oh, he can't.
Have you seen the one of the campaign posters for
And then
Biden?
imagine Big Birdie being like, you got fucking beat by a fucking guy with dementia.
Dude.
He lost to a fucking crook, and then he lost to a fucking Hillary. Like when that WikiLeaks thing changed everything.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, I didn't realize how much it changed like people's look on the government, and you know, because I was hearing about all that shit like before, because I'm into the theories.
Yeah.
So I was hearing a lot of it already, and then when WikiLeaks came out, I was like, oh. Not shocking. But like I didn't realize how like the toll that it had on like everybody's. That's exactly why Trump is president, because
Yeah.
and then the way she like destroyed phones and like burned them and shit.
Yeah.
Like what?
All right. So you want to talk conspiracies? Have you seen the UFO footage?
Oh yeah. What's his name is
What?
claiming it? Homeboy.
Who? Elon Musk?
No. From fucking. Say it ain't so. I will not go.
Blink-182?
Yeah, what's his name? Tom DeLonge. Yeah, the I think he's the singer. Yeah, the lead singer. He like I think he like owns a piece of this like company. The Boston I think it used to be Boston Dynamics.
Okay, yeah.
And now it's called like To the Stars or some shit, and they're like their main thing is like space or like his flight.
And so he's
Saying that's their technology.
Have you seen that?
He released this footage before.
No, I have no idea.
They said that he released this footage, and somebody else released it before, and now the government's like, yeah, this is actual footage.
Yeah. So what happened was
this is a UFO.
there was this UFO footage.
So they don't know what it is.
No. So
I
one
think
of them
Tom
looks like a
DeLonge's
TIE fighter.
I think it does, huh?
Yeah.
But it moves around.
That one looks like the TIE fighter.
Oh, gotcha.
That's not a crosshair.
No, the crosshair's up here, above it.
Let me see.
So all this footage got released. Actually, like the way it moves, I'll find video of it. But the way it moves, it's moving super erratically, like a UFO would.
Yeah.
And so the government released the footage. I saw a meme of with this one. It was they just zoomed in on it. They kept zooming in. It was Vector from Despicable Me. You know the wingsuit that he has?
Yeah.
It was just him with the wingsuit open. But yeah, so they're saying that they released the footage because So many people are claiming, like, especially right now with times of uncertainty and everything going on, and people are claiming.
I want to just throw another fucking.
This is they're saying, oh, we're holding things back, so we're gonna give you all the information we have of this incident.
Oh yeah, there's all the information. These fucking 30-second clips.
Yeah.
Of, like, come on, you guys got way more than that.
But
you guys literally only got 30 seconds of footage on that thing.
But that tells you how crazy the world is right now. That UFO footage has been leaked by the government itself, and it's not even a major news story.
They put it out.
Oh, they put it out.
Yeah. It's not even a big story.
Yeah.
It's because that's what I'm saying. People are like they everybody's hearing everything already, like through social media and shit. Like, some of those stories aren't fake that you hear.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Tom DeLonge was on Joe Rogan's podcast like years ago talking about that, like 3 years ago, longer maybe, like 4 years ago, about that, talking about his To the Stars Academy.
I'm gonna check that out.
I'm saying they have all this shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounded crazy, too.
When he was talking about it. Well, I mean, it's crazy
It sounds
technology.
crazy,
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
But like, okay, what if there's a there's a company that's like doing, how does it, like, doing crazy technology? How does the, like, government go about dealing with that? You know?
Well, it depends on what the technology is and what they're doing with it.
Like, if it's
To
like,
be able to, well, see, the
well,
thing,
if it's flight.
the thing. Okay, that's the thing to me that sounds kind of weird, because any kind of flight has to be registered with the FAA.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it's not registered, even with the drone, like if I bought a drone to fly around, like I have to get permission.
Was it picking up on any radars though? What if there's shit's anti-radar and all that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And the only way they could see it is and then it's so new that, like, they can't fucking attack that thing. It's moving so fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fucking missile can't even go as fast as that thing.
Yeah, exactly. But see, and the FAA is so strict that, like, not even Disneyland. Okay, so the reason Disneyland and Anaheim
has drones.
The reason they hadn't flown them over Anaheim yet in California is because the FAA hasn't approved it yet. Oh, that reminds me. I saw this video recently of. Have you seen people? It's like they have a parachute and they're on the ground with the parachute open.
Parachutes.
And then they start getting dragged and they get, like, lifted by, like, a cable. It's kind of like what they do. They do it in the water too.
Oh yeah.
But this is on land. And this guy, he's being drugged. He's being towed behind I don't know what the vehicle is. Like, you can't. It's just a dot. Literally, it's a dot on the fucking. It's so far. All you see is the cable and the earth, right? And the guy's got this fucking canopy open. He's looking down the cable, right. And this little Cessna plane just goes, and from the angle that it looks like the cable and the wing just kind of went, like, if it would have been a foot over, it would have been all bad.
It's crazy.
It would have been all fucking bad. But see, that's why like shit like that needs to be reported to the FAA, like travel lanes and shit like that. Because if you're up in the air and there's a fucking so when you register a flight plan with the FAA, it's like, okay, I'm gonna fly this direction. You know, like, you give them an exact, like, I'm gonna be flying over these states at these coordinates at this time, and this is and you're supposed to stick to that plan. So so someone's gonna be paragliding or whatever they're gonna be. Okay, hey, we're gonna be paragliding at this area, you know, at this altitude. Are we gonna be okay? Things like that. Same thing with the drones. Even with the drones, you have to register those
What
things.
about what happened with Kobe?
Well, Kobe it was approved by the tower.
No, it wasn't. No, I don't know if it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
That's
That was a big deal because it was something that they shouldn't approve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And they
weird.
approved it anyway. So
Yeah,
Because it's Kobe.
because it was Kobe.
that's why I want to assume it's like, because he was such a big name, we're like, well, we can't let this.
Have
You
you
can't disappoint a fucking
Yeah.
big name.
Yeah, that falls back on John Wayne.
It's weird though too. Like, it's weird, the Kobe thing. I don't know. It's really weird.
I saw a video.
Like what? Like I don't know. Like how long did they were up in the sky for a long ass time?
Yeah, well, they flew from John Wayne to fucking.
It was from like I thought it was from Orange County though.
Yeah, from John Wayne Airport.
Oh, to like Malibu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. like, how long a drive is that?
Drive-wise, it's probably like
It's probably
45 minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why did they just like that?
So then they might not have been in the air that long.
They were in there for a long time.
Unless they made other...
They had to do
They
like.
were doing other stuff.
Well, they
Yeah,
had to
okay.
do no because of the fog. They had to. They kept redirecting them.
Yeah, okay.
They're
so
like
that's-
fly this way, fly that way, fly this way, fly
Yeah.
that way, and then like they're like fly this way, and then they just lost contact.
Yeah. I saw a
And then
video.
I guess he hit into the side of the hill or some shit.
Yeah. I saw a video. It was some Call of Duty gameplay, a Warzone gameplay, and it was these guys were playing. It was like, you know how we, like, if Gabriel's not on, me and you'll play trios or quads or whatever, and people will just fill the squad. Well, I don't remember. I think it was quads. So they had just one random member. They all jump into a helicopter, and they get up in the air, and all of a sudden the guy yells, "Kobe!" and crashes the helicopter, killing them all.
That's too soon.
It was brutal, but I died laughing because he just goes, "Kobe!" He just starts fucking nose diving.
That's pretty. That is funny.
It was like, that's so fucked up, but goddamn.
The random person did it.
Yeah, the random person that wasn't in their squad, like.
Hilarious.
Oh man. Oh yeah, because I was watching. Have you? I'm sure you've seen the videos before, where it's the guy's like, "I'm your commanding officer for this mission," and we're like, it's like the Call of Duty gameplay, but the guy is acting all super serious and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was one. It was like in a playlist of those videos, and it was just that one. It was like.
But most of the time they're just dicking around, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? Yeah. It's like Speedy
Yeah.
and Deluxe 4.
Yeah, I'm your commanding officer. You will
who was
obey
it,
all of this.
Vanos or some shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to be.
We got tangles
like,
out,
like
10
they
clicks.
start,
Yeah, like, you know, they
It's
just
funny,
started. Yeah. Oh, we have an update for one of our stories. It wasn't last week; it was the week before. I think you guys said this right after. I thought I saw it in the
Tom
text
Hanks
threads.
being a Choma.
No, not Tom Hanks being a chomo. The Uncharted movie. It's not being delayed. It's actually
Sorry,
being pushed
push
forward.
Yeah.
Forward.
Yes, which is
Like
awesome.
a couple months, like 2 months.
Yeah.
When is it coming out? Then? That's cool.
August?
I think so.
August of next year?
Yeah, August. of
Did they
next year.
push the Rick and Morty
It's gonna no. It's supposed to be this
Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah.
But did they push it forward, or has it always?
I don't.
been
I think it was
May?
always supposed to be in May 4th or May 5th or May 3rd. Yeah, May 3rd.
No, May 4th.
May,
Did you-
May 4th is Monday.
I said May 4th.
Oh, I thought May 4th is Monday. Anyway, I'll look it up.
Did you say what dates Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima got?
I
never
was gonna
looked
bring
at
that up. Let me see the. Yeah, the 4th is Monday. Let me see.
I unfortunately looked at the story leaks, so
Oh, did you?
yeah.
That's.
Last of Us got leaked.
Yeah.
Last one we got a lot of shit
And
leaked.
who else
Yeah.
got leaked?
And I don't know about anything else, but the biggest thing in Last of Us is just there's a big
I don't
uproar on the leaks. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what they are.
Yeah, May 29th is the release date for Last of Us 2. So
Sorry,
at
say
the end of
that
this
again.
month.
The what?
The end of this month.
What?
Last of Us 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's coming out.
May 29th, 2020.
Which one's coming out?
Yep. And then Ghost of Tsushima. I know it's coming out after that.
It was supposed to come out in June, so what's it coming out in now?
It's coming out July 17th.
Okay, so
And I remember hearing a story about that because they're saying that they were actually talking with Naughty Dog, and they're like, okay, well, go ahead and release your. Let's get the release dates that way. Your title has its time. People can buy it, play it, and play it, and then enjoy it, and then it gives us time to get out there and like, okay, people are just finishing Last of Us or just kind of winding down from it. They can pick up something new.
Is
Yeah.
Sonic Computer Entertainment publishing them both?
I believe so.
'Cause then that would
Yeah, they're
be-
both exclusive, so
Yeah. And then Ghost of Tsushima, I forgot it was Sucker Punch that's doing that one.
what does Sucker Punch do again?
Infamous?
It sounds familiar.
Infamous, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What else do they do?
What else do they do? Let me see. Let me look at their game archives. I know it's the Infamous games for sure.
Didn't they do?
Sly Cooper.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's an old school game. That was good.
Yeah. What's that? That was, yeah. One of the things I loved about the Infamous games was there's so many Sly Cooper references throughout the entire. Like there were like restaurants that were like different.
I never
things.
done it. I only played like demos of Sly Cooper.
Yeah. But there was a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I did too. But it was
It was
fun
always
playing
fun,
those
yeah.
demos. Yeah.
Yeah, those were always
But I
always
never,
good.
yeah, I never actually played a full game of it.
Sony has identified the Last of Us 2 leakers. Let's see.
Those cocksuckers.
Yeah, seriously,
They used to
I
work
feel so bad for you.
No,
that
everyone was saying that they were disgruntled workers,
Mhm.
but apparently they're not affiliated at all with Naughty Dog. So, but they're not gonna. They refuse to say, or Sony refuses to comment on who the people are
yeah, they're
specifically. So I think that's bullshit. I think they're just saying that they found the people when they never actually found the people.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that could be it. It sucks. I feel really bad for you that you like actually like.
I saw the I saw an Endgame spoiler before watching it.
You talking about Avengers on you?
Yeah.
There was some.
I mean, for me,
I saw Robert Downey Jr. like,
for
all
me, the
burnt.
leak doesn't really like change. Like, oh, I'm not gonna. It's not like, oh, I'm not gonna get this. But I guess, but there's like some videos I've been watching. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's saving me $60 for not getting this.
Oh, fuck that.
But
But
Why? Because they don't like they don't agree with the ending, or what?
well, it's not necessarily ending. It's just like this major plot point.
Has been, yeah, has been
That's
revealed.
been revealed.
But see, but that's the thing.
But that's
like,
what everybody's gonna like it or not. There's always people who bitch.
Yeah,
about it.
I don't necessarily know if that is the ending of the game or if
There's
it's
like-
like
yeah.
There's
the
people
climax of the game or what. But
like there's people who like the season.
But still,
finale
it
of
doesn't
Game
take
of
away from the
Thrones.
experience leading up to that. Just now you know where it's going, or you know where.
But
it's
maybe, but also sometimes you're like, maybe that's not a true spoiler, and you don't know until you see it. for
That's
yourself.
true too.
well,
But then when you see it, you're
no,
like-
well, the fact that Naughty Dog is announcing, they're like, oh, we're really sad that these leaks kind of got out, so it kind of confirms that
Yeah.
everything's true.
I
So-
remember when I.
It should have been like, nah, those are fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Those are fake spoilers. That's not even the ending, or that's not even how that goes, idiot.
I don't want to go
And
back.
then that's exactly how it goes.
I don't
You
want to
didn't
go.
keep watching. It was a psych out, you fucking idiot.
It was a double psych out.
And when you watch it, you're gonna realize it was a triple psych out.
The Buster.
The Buster. What is it?
The Buster
It was a call. It
The
was a
scam
call
blocker,
block.
code blocker.
The call blocker. No, we got a code blocker, a blocker. And if they're gonna block your call, we got the code blocker. We have the code blocker buster. It was like each.
Blockbuster.
I don't want to get political again, but I do want to bring this up because we talked about it last week with the disinfectant and the injections and all that.
Oh yeah.
So the CDC. No, not the CDC.
It's a real thing now. They're actually
No,
doing
the-
it.
Poison control centers have been getting increased calls about people ingesting disinfectants and Lysol, and like
I don't believe it's Russian bots.
they have been like the calls have tripled. Calls have tripled for people
They're all Russian
ingesting.
bots.
And Trump says, it's not my fault. I didn't.
It isn't.
I mean, it's not. But at the same time, he's
I
the
mean, no
one
matter
that,
what.
It's a stupid statement to be like. You're talking about medical professionals being like, why don't they come up with something that cleans the body? Like that's their like main fucking. That's
Yeah.
what they've been around since the beginning of time for.
Yeah. That was
try to clean the body. Like that's their main purpose. That you think your fucking idea is like
yeah.
something new or what? Like
Yeah.
like no like yeah they would have had that already, motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's where the stupidity is in that statement, not like the injecting of disinfect. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like in some sort of extent, that's what antibiotics are. You know.
The Russo brothers are doing a live action Hercules for Disney.
Oh yeah.
Live action Hercules.
That'd be cool if they actually had James Woods as Hades still.
That would be so fucking
I miss
awesome.
James Woods, man.
That would be awesome if they had him as
James-
fucking. They should have. There should be no reason why they should recast Hades at all. Like, okay, like Robin
Yeah, you can
Williams
just
was
put a lot of
dead.
makeup on him and shit.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But they're not. They're gonna do somebody
I
stupid.
hope they don't.
It's gonna be somebody completely stupid. Who do you think? Is there any actors?
They should have the black Hercules. It's Hercules.
I bet you they're not
That's
gonna
the
have
only
singing
time.
black girls because it's racist.
Oh no, yeah, the muses.
Yeah, they're gonna be fucking.
That's the only time I'll
They're gonna
accept.
be one of each, like.
Yeah, one of each race. Yeah.
The Asian, and like this. There's no. Well, there's no black people in Greece.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah, there was.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But there was no Asians.
No way in hell was there no goddamn
Asians in Greece. Ancient Greece.
Like Africa's like so far, like so close to Italy.
Yeah.
Like they're like just a little body of water.
They're gonna be doing a.
It's like Florida and Cuba, like that kind of relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Those
So
fucking Cubans with the coronavirus because they drink Corona.
They exclusively drink Corona in Cuba.
Yeah, what kind of beers do Cubans fancy? I don't think it's Mexican beers. Do they have Cuban beers?
They probably have Cuban
They got
beers.
Cuban beers.
They
B.
probably have,
yeah, I'm sure they do.
yeah, exclusive beers to Cuba.
What about Puerto Ricans?
Sony's
I know they
confirmed
have
that they're
Puerto Rican.
developing a Craven the Hunter movie.
What?
Sony has
They drink
confirmed
Puerto
it.
Rican rum. Wait, what?
They're developing a Craven the Hunter movie.
What is that?
So it looks like they're focusing on all the villains from Spider-Man.
They're in the Caribbean, of course.
Oh, you're still on the run.
I was like, what are they laughing at?
It's not Puerto Rican rum, it's just rum.
Rum.
What do they call it? French toast? Is it French toast in France?
It's just toast in France.
And what do you call just toast in France?
What do you
American
call
toast?
American toast. Oh God.
Is that why we just call toast toast? Because it's American toast?
Well, no, okay.
But why do you
well,
call it American cheese? And not just cheese?
That's true too. But look at Mexican. You don't call Mexican rice in Mexico. You just call it rice. When you come here, they call it the orange rice. They call it Mexican rice.
Or you call it white. You call the other one white rice.
White rice, yeah. But yeah, it looks like Sony is developing movies for all the Spider-Man villains. I think
Morbius is a villain?
Morbius is a villain.
I thought he was like a...
No, he's
Half
a.
villain.
Well, they're just giving him his own movie, but he's a villain.
I thought he was like a...
But now they're
half-villain.
giving Kraven
I thought
the
he
Hunter his
was
own
like
movie,
a,
too.
like a kind of a good villain.
He's more of a villain than Venom is.
Yeah. Morbius is Venom is he plays both sides. Morbius is more, and then Kraven the Hunter is just a straight up villain.
Yeah.
What yeah, it's like they're doing a lot. They're trying to push the villains a lot.
I'm okay with that, but I think they just need to. Hopefully, they learned from.
If they can do it right.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm hoping they learned from Venom.
I think they're just trying to do something because, like, all these superhero movies tend to have bad villains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the exception of, like, Thanos,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
yeah.
Thanos was good because he had like a 3-part.
Yeah, it was like a long-running thing. Like, it was a build-up to him.
I liked Warmonger too.
It was like professional wrestling.
Killmonger.
Like how they did the Avengers. It's like professional wrestling. Like
Yeah, it was. It was
in the first
a slow
part. In
build.
the first one, they built the bad guy. He wins,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Then you get the blow off. That yeah.
yeah.
And then the thing is like, it's that build up to. I mean, well, because they were building it.
What came first, comic books or wrestling? I would think wrestling, right?
Wrestling.
Professional
Yeah.
There was like catch wrestling,
Yeah.
and then they started doing.
Well, I mean, wrestling goes all the way back
shoot
to
wrestling
Greece. And,
yeah, but when they started doing like the dramatized,
Like
ones, it
WWE
was like,
wrestling.
yeah, well, no, that goes back to like yeah.
I'm sure they
like-
had fake fights in those coliseums.
I'm sure they did too, but like really like what we know as wrestling now really kind of happened. It started off like they were boxing. It was like boxing, and then it
It was
just
still
became
in black and white time.
yeah. But it became it's like the guy wrestling a bear. You know,
Yeah,
I
because-
was
well, 'cause
watching a
catch
man
wrestling
wrestle a
was-
bear for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's because catch wrestling was boring.
Yeah, and then it started becoming more like okay, let's Gorgeous George is known as the guy that really. He's the first character in wrestling, and kind of what got wrestling into the direction it did. And then Superstar Billy Graham is the first one that became more like larger than life character. Because Gorgeous George was just a character that people hated because he was an effeminate man, but he was beating up these manly men. He was beating the hell out of these guys that are just like, I'm a man. I have a handlebar mustache, and, you know. And then Gorgeous George with his
I have massive muscles.
yeah. But Gorgeous George, he was extremely built as well. But he had these long golden curls, and he wore pink robes to the ring, and he was very flamboyant. He wasn't gay, but he was just very effeminate.
He was like Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, who came first, Prince or Gorgeous George? That's what I want to know.
I think Gorgeous George came first.
Right? Yeah, they say a lot of shit comes from him, right?
What? From Prince?
No, Gorgeous George.
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
Like even Muhammad Ali, right?
Yeah. Well, and
Gorgeous George was before Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
or
Gorgeous
was
George,
like
yeah.
just before him.
Gorgeous George was one of the because, like I said before, no one really had personalities. No one really had. They just came in, they did the wrestling.
Muhammad Ali took a lot from Gorgeous George.
Yeah.
And then now like everybody copies Muhammad Ali
Yeah.
if you're a fighter.
I have a book. Dad gave it to me. A book about Gorgeous George's life story. I haven't read it yet, and I want to sit down and read it. But
it's crazy how like he started it, and then everybody just continued to add on.
Yeah.
Like put their little
Yeah.
flair onto it.
And then Superstar Billy Graham was the next most notable, where he was like this just incredibly ripped guy that came out, and he had the fucking the bandana and the colors, and he'd just come out and he would be, you know, the superstar. He would just and then the Macho Man took it another step further. Hogan, like it all led to what it is now.
Yeah.
You know, but it all
Fucking
became about the
garbage,
spectacle.
man.
No, but it became
Unwatchable.
It became about the spectacle, not about the actual fighting. The wrestling and all that stuff, that athleticism that it takes to do all that stuff, is still pretty impressive. But it's less about that now, and it's more about the characters. It's more about the storyline, and it's not okay. So like when you watch a UFC fight, there is some build up. There is some drama back and forth where the guys are talking shit. Sometimes, yeah, but not always. And most of the time, it's just you're watching the fight. But once the fight's over, it's kind of like, unless it was in a super memorable fight, it's kind of like, okay, that was a great fight. Next. But when it comes to wrestling, though, it's a little bit different. Where it's these insane stories that build up to the match, and it's all about the story, and it's all about the characters, and it's all about where this is going, and what the blow off's going to be, what the finish is going to be. You know, and it's all about it's less about who wins or loses, and more about that pop.
Yeah.
About getting the crowd to just lose their minds. Whereas and that's why like when UFC is like, okay, this is one of the most anticipated fights in the world, but it's super boring because all they're doing is grappling. And well, if you understand what they're doing, it's impressive.
Is it still entertaining?
What do you mean?
As entertaining as it used to be?
I think so. I think honestly, it's back on an upswing.
But it's not as entertaining as it used to be.
It's still not quite the Attitude Era, but it's getting better. They
can't even do anything.
Well, they're leaving the PG era kind of, and they're getting more. Well, because see, I think what happened was so they went PG.
What made them?
But it's also
PG in the first place.
The TV rights.
Yeah, they after the Super Bowl things, after Janet Jackson.
There's also just
shit got bad.
And
they were doing and the WWE was doing some shit.
There's more money, and like their big market is children.
Yeah,
like children love wrestling, so they're like, we have to be more clean because the more children we have watching is the more money.
Yeah,
children.
But then
children are the ones who are going to buy the action figures.
Yeah, exactly. But then so
they're going to tune in
because if you think look at wrestling in the 80s, the 70s. The 70s of wrestling wasn't, kids didn't watch, like, okay, I mean kids did, but it wasn't like, it was more adult to a point.
The Attitude Era was
and then it went to the 80s where Hogan, and it became, you know, say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brother, and Hulkamania. And then it became about the kids. They had the Saturday morning cartoons, and they had, you know, it became about, you know, Hulk Hogan had his own cereal, Mr. T had all they had the celebrities. It became like geared towards kids.
And
but then those
became mainstream too.
Yeah, then it became mainstream, but then those kids started growing up, and like some of they stopped. And I think in the early to mid '90s, I think just the social conscience was a lot different. People like it was around the time even TV.
Pretty savage in the 90s.
Yeah, even TV was like there was that show Silk Stockings where it was like all I remember is ever watching the intro and it was just like some chick in underwear taking off her stockings, and then it was always after Raw. So,
This is the best fucking intro.
There was
But
South
it was-
Park came out.
yeah, it was just a lot more of a Wild West type thing, and
There was
South Park
those-
is still like the craziest fucking thing.
yeah,
Not anymore. It's not that gross anymore.
but like even Rick and Morty,
They're
Rick and Morty,
They're way more like social or current events.
Yeah.
Social commentary.
even Rick and Morty isn't as vulgar and wild as things that were
I
coming
was
out.
watching the first seasons compared to the new ones, and it's like a completely different show. South Park.
Is it? Well, you know
It's
what's
way
funny?
better now. Like it's great. Like they have so many good characters now,
Yeah.
and then like they're like very.
The animations improved so much
Has it?
compared to the first
Well,
season.
supposedly, like from what I understand, is like they're still working on animation. I mean, they've streamlined it so much that they can literally just make changes right before they air the episodes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before, I remember seeing a documentary and like the first seasons, like they did that like stop motion.
Yeah, it was all done by hand on
or
paper and
still-
shit. Yeah,
still frames
yeah.
by hand, and then now it's kind of like computer
It's
generated.
all
Yeah.
digital. Yeah.
That pisses digital.
When did we start talking about wrestling?
Oh, because the Avengers.
Oh yeah, okay, build up. No, it's funny because I just started watching. I don't know why. I like when I got bored at work, I literally pulled up WWE Network and I just went to pay-per-views and I just went to '96, and like that's just the end. It's like Hogan had just left. It was right before Razor. It was Razor and Diesel were still there, but it was right before they left. Right before the Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah, because wrestling kind of goes with like what you said, what pops.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Bless you.
Wrestling is like a symptom of, like you said, the mentality of the era.
Of the era, yeah.
So like the 90s was savage, so therefore the wrestling at the time was
Yeah.
like Attitude Era. 2000s was fucking DX. Like,
Yeah. And bless you.
like savagery.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fucking all sorts of sex
And
and,
it was,
ass and
yeah,
tits
exactly.
and
Like, if you
blood
look
and
at
fucking crazy stunts.
look what was on
barbed
TV at
wire.
like Jackass was on TV at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And there was like a lot of like what was it? There was that cop
Ren and
NYPD. Like,
Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead.
there was a cop show. It was like a cop drama. That like it was like they showed like bare ass on
Was
TV.
Celebrity Deathmatch around then, or was that
Yeah.
2000s?
No, that- Celebrity Deathmatch was there, yeah. Like yeah, that's the time, and then yeah, but like after the Super Bowl with Janet Jackson, things were like, oh my god, we can't show nipple.
When was
And-
that in 2000?
When was the Super Bowl?
The Janet Jackson one?
Yeah,
2005,
I think
2004. around.
yeah, and that's when people got all prudish and like even the radio stations, everyone got super. Like with the radio stations, they have like what
Is
they call.
that when Right to Censor came out also?
Yes, no, that came up. I want to say right before that because like things were starting to get like. And right
Well,
because
Hillary was one of those people who
Yes.
was always pushing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, video games are bad. They make people want to shoot people and be violent.
Mhm.
And music is bad. Look at this Satan music.
yeah.
Fucking, they had Homeboy. What's his name? From Twisted Sister. Like Twisted Sister's a pussy ass band.
Yeah.
And you're fucking saying that they're. What about like there was like death metal and shit around at that time, and they're like, look at this fucking guys who dress like girls. They're fucking worship the devil.
We're not gonna take it.
We're not gonna take it. Like that's fucking bitch shit. There was like the Bad Venom out at the time with their like logo is fucking Baphomet,
Baphomet.
and then like fucking suing Twisted Sister. It's weird. Because they had money. That's why.
Yeah.
So that happened
Venom
at
had no money.
WrestleMania, Super Bowl 38. So that
Take all
was in
your-
2004.
There was
$1,000.
Huh?
2004, Super Bowl 38.
And when did Right to Censor come out?
2000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but no, things were starting to lead to that point already where there was a parents group. The RTC, Right to Censor, it actually I forget what the parents group was, but it was the same initials.
It's funny.
Yeah, they did that on purpose. Let's go and take a quick break. Have a word from our sponsor, and we'll be back.
Fancy?
Hey guys, really quick, just want to take a quick break to talk about Anchor. This is the app we're using to create this podcast right now. If you've ever thought about starting your own podcast, Anchor FM is awesome. When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had millions of questions. We had no idea how to do it. How to record an episode? It was a struggle. How do you find background music? We still don't have background music, but Anchor FM lets us do that. We just don't use it. How do I get my show posted? How do I get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, all the other places people listen? Where do I find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcasts. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. My favorite thing is that everything is done in the app. You record, you edit, you post, everything's just right there. You know, when I'm not around, G-Roll's able to do it. And you know, how easy is it?
It's easy.
There you go. So anchor.fm/start. Get your own podcast. If you're not doing it, you're wrong.
And we're back.
But that at the end of that last episode of our spoilers, we're talking about Dave, the Lil Dicky show.
Fantastic show.
Yeah.
If you're not watching it, I don't know what's going on in your life. But so after the wedding, how like okay, remember how before they left,
Yeah.
he was there fucking around with auto tunes and like we gotta go and like the way like in that moment it was happy, and then as he's leaving, it's
sad.
Like, it's just sad. And like they didn't change the tone of it.
Yeah.
It was the exact same thing they were saying, but it was just the context of what just happened.
Yeah.
It's
And then
like-
he's hearing like everything she was pointing out about him.
Yeah, and it's just like fuck.
They both had points. I like how they both had. good
Yeah,
points.
it wasn't one
Yeah.
side. They were both. Yeah.
She's a good actress.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a really good actress.
Is that the same one?
That's the
from,
same girl from Pillow Talk.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that
didn't-
is the same girl from Pillow Talk. Have you seen the Pillow Talk video?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's what.
I didn't know
Dude, you
that.
fucked
Yeah,
up
she's
the
a good
war.
in that episode. You notice how good an actress she is. Like when she was happy and when they were hiking and she got all excited. You're like, damn. You know,
Yeah.
she
Yeah, no, yeah,
seems
she
like
can-
a real.
yeah,
Like,
like
she's like very authentic.
Yeah. So if you're not watching Dave, you need to check that out on Hulu. Oh, also really quick, I don't know. Did Mom tell you about Tubi?
What is it?
Tubi. It's like a streaming service. It's free movies and stuff. But right now, Grunt, the wrestling movie, is streaming on Tubi, and that's one of Dad's first movies that he was in.
Grunt. Oh, I do remember that one.
Yeah, Grunt, the wrestling movie.
All right.
So yeah, go check it out.
Code POP. Little P. We're sponsored by Tubi now.
So the other big news.
Picking up sponsors.
Picking up sponsors left and right.
Right off the ground and shit. Just, oh, look at this one.
What did she say?
Or just
What was she asking?
Just pause it.
It sounded like something.
Yeah.
Good.
What's going on, peoples? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's Energy Drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you.
And we're back. With the Sundays.
Sunday. Birthday Sundays.
Whip your beers out on Sunday.
On a Friday.
Whip it out every day of the week. With the Peter and Out podcast, we have archives. Funny archives.
I wouldn't go back further than a year, though.
What is that?
I listened to some of the old episodes, and
It's just me being Arnold Schwarzenegger the whole time?
no, it's just us yelling. Because there were so many people on the show at one point, it was just all of us yelling, and like there's so many side conversations.
You're talking about like
When the blue
Like
guy
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you namely blaming the blue guy?
No, I mean,
No, when we first started, we for sure like talked over each other all the time.
Yeah. Namely the blue guy.
and the audio quality is just not there. It's just like the whole episode just.
Why are you talking shit, bro? We had funny shit.
We
very
had
funny
some
material.
great shit. We had some really good shit. Like I was dying laughing. It's just me and the blue guy making fun of Gabriel, calling him LSP. And you were mad about something, and like every time you were trying to make a comment, oh my god, and just go back to the AKA LSP episode. That's the whole episode.
I think we were probably playing some fucking fighting game or some shit.
I think we were, but like yeah, you were just being. And so just me and Caboose were just... Caboose mainly was doing the voice, because I can't do the LSP voice. But yeah, we do have some hilarious shit in some of the older episodes. Just some of the audio quality is not as good. Thank you guys again for sharing us, by the way.
That was before Ty stepped in and gave us good equipment.
Yeah. We bumped up 3... so we were at 46 in the top 100 of iTunes gaming podcasts. Then we went down to 67, and now we're back up to 53.
53.
Yes. So
Let's get that bitch back in the top 50. Let's go, guys.
Right? But so the other big news that came out this week is Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Oh yeah, that was cool.
which was previously rumored to be Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, which I think Valhalla is a better name. Ragnarok is a cool name, but it's been done. But yeah, Valhalla is that's and then that trailer is so dope.
Yeah, the trailer was pretty sick.
What was
I
funny
hope
to me?
it's not too RPG-ish, but
I hope they don't get too like supernatural with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last couple of Assassin's Creeds they have. Oh, I mean, they have and they haven't. Like in Origins, there was a lot of like with the Egyptian gods, and there was a lot of.
But I'm saying like Bayek doesn't have any like supernatural powers.
Oh yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
I'm saying like the assassin you are should not be like no fucking Kratos motherfucker.
Yeah.
who had superpowers?
Like,
You want to run superpowers?
No, but I think it's just
no, but I'm just saying with the Valhalla stuff
yeah,
because it's a fictional place.
yeah.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
think it's just because of the religion.
it's a religion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way they did that trailer, the way they opened it up with like they're godless heathens, and it's showing them doing the rituals, like it's like they kill anyone in their way, and it's like they stop. They're like the women and children are running, and they stop, and they're letting them escape and all that. And like they're doing all this, and I like how they did that. They did that build up. The other thing I liked,
Yeah, what's really true.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because of course the British would say that about all their enemies.
Yeah.
And you would tell that to your citizens because you want them to be...
You want them to, you want to build political.
Just like you would with the coronavirus.
Yeah. Shit, what was I saying now? Oh, but so within that trailer, before I saw the trailer, all I saw was a screenshot of the at the end when the Viking kills the guy with the hidden blade.
That was pretty awesome.
But the way the hidden blade's on the top, like it's cool. But I was like, that's not really a hidden blade, right? And so like that was my only critique. I was like,
Because it just looks like armor.
yeah. But then when you actually see it in action, it's like, okay, that's a hidden blade.
But in the times, you don't need to hide your blade.
Yeah.
You just gotta fucking stab them.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool as shit the way that like Odin's with us, and then they fucking
He was getting his ass beat.
yeah, that shit that was dope.
And then out of nowhere,
Yeah,
the hidden blade makes an appearance.
well, I mean, because the last game there was no hidden blade at all.
Really?
No, Origins had the hidden blade.
You just had a sword, right?
You had the spear of Leonidas. That's what you did all your assassinations with. So because they would have the sword and they kept I think they kept the spear in the left hand. So they would fight, and then like when they would do assassinations, they would. But then you could throw the spear too. That was one cool thing. Was the one of the skills was you could throw the spear, and then you wouldn't teleport to it, but you'd be able to like move quickly enough where you throw the spear and like you can take out 2 to 3 enemies with it without if you weren't spotted.
Would I scorpion?
Kind of, yeah.
Get over here. Let's put a rope on that shit. Put a rope on that shit. Now you're talking. Now you're talking my language.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with this one.
Well, it wasn't a rope; it was a chain.
From what I understand, it's gonna be more like Assassin's Creed Rogue, which a lot of people didn't like, but I did.
Rogue is the British one.
Was that the one after 3?
That was
Rogue
right
is
after
PSP
3.
one, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
I just didn't like that
It was
one.
a PS3 one.
Because I wanted more Connor. I wanted more Connor. You know, and they just completely abandoned.
They just abandoned him. Yeah, they did abandon. Well, because it was the end of Desmond's story, so they kind of.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then after that, they just kind of you're just some worker in.
You're a game tester, or you're.
It has been nothing but white dudes and then the black guy, the token black guy.
It's been nothing but blonde-haired, blue eyes, and one token black.
It has though, hasn't it?
No, most of them haven't been blonde hair, blue eyes.
No, yeah, this is fine. This is like the first one that's gonna be.
Yeah.
No, wasn't the Rogue? Wasn't that guy fucking looked like Jax from Jax Teller and shit?
No, that was Black Flag. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
they were the same one.
No, Rogue is you're an Irish assassin that becomes you're a Templar actually in that game.
And which one? Oh,
But did you play Rogue?
No.
No, it was
And
no.
2, you're Ezio. 1, you're Altair.
Yeah, both dark haired.
Yeah. Dark-haired Italians. I don't know how Altair.
Altair was
Middle Eastern.
no, he was Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And then who was after? What was after Black Flag?
After Black Flag was Unity.
Was it Unity or was it
No. Well, Rogue and Black Flag were at the same time, and then
Yeah.
after 3 was you're thinking of the Liberation, which was the black chick.
No, the British one.
The British one was that was after Unity. That was Syndicate.
Syndicate. There you go.
Yeah, I never played Syndicate.
I heard that's the worst one.
I heard that one's better than Unity.
Oh no, Unity is the worst.
Unity is the worst one. I couldn't finish Unity.
But
That's why I
people
didn't play
did not
Syndicate.
like Syndicate either. Like Syndicate's like the next worst one.
Did they stop multiplayer?
No,
When did they stop doing multiplayer?
after Black Flag.
So they had 3 games multiplayer,
Yeah,
or
I loved the
or
multiplayer.
4.
No, they had 3 because it was
Because the Black Flag itself had multiplayer, or was that the first one that?
no Black Flag had multiplayer.
Okay, yeah.
What about Rogue?
So then Revelations had multiplayer. 3 had multiplayer.
And what about
and
Rogue?
4 had multiplayer.
Huh? Okay.
So 3.
The multiplayer was fun.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that it was more about how you got the kills rather than how many kills you got.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of players could just run around and just fucking stab you as soon as they figured it out.
Yeah.
Other players would just like walk around. Like I just fucking chill in a corner and just wait for somebody to walk by and just stab them.
Yeah, and you would get a bunch of points for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, bullshit.
For being patient. Yeah.
But the thing that always made me laugh about that multiplayer was there would be one kill, and then I was like, so if you were hiding somewhere in the map, you'd see like so and so killed so and so, then it'd be that person, so and so killed that person, then so and so killed, like it would just be.
Yeah, because they're all hiding
Yeah.
and waiting for somebody.
Yeah, or else it'd be a chain. Like as soon as somebody killed the other guy hunting him would fucking come and stab him in the back. It'd just be like a chain reaction
Yeah.
because everybody's just waiting for the right time to fucking come get this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit's...
And then,
Remember the God of War multiplayer? That shit was fun.
oh yeah, I forgot about that one. God of War 3, right?
Ascension.
No, yeah,
Ascension,
yeah.
yeah.
Ascension.
That one was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
too. Yeah,
And they didn't bring it back.
because that one you had different armors and you had, like it would do different. Yeah, that one was cool.
Different moves.
Yeah, that one was dope. There's a lot of times where they just, but I think what it is when it's something new, a lot of people don't, especially like okay with God of War, people just want to get into God of War, play God of War, and get out. You know,
Yeah.
like a multiplayer, like okay, well, but like I love the Assassin's Creed. The God of War,
The multiplayer for a long time.
the God of War one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I played the Assassin's Creed one for a long time. You know, no, and what I like is with Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, the
I didn't like it.
the first one.
Yeah.
Did you play with the when you're trying to escape and then you got because that what I liked about that one was like okay so you could play, like on your mobile on your phone you'd be playing against someone on a PC or on a computer or whatever, on a console or whatever, and so they're trying to get from point A to point B and all you're trying to do is stop them by setting traps and doing all this stuff, and I thought it was kind of cool because the whole thing is like you're just there like it's like in the game like how the guy just pulls out his phone and starts setting shit off. So that's what you're essentially doing. You just can't physically do anything because you're just doing it from your phone.
Well, maybe that's different because you're on your phone. But I'm saying, like, if you I was a player and you invaded another guy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, no, and I like that aspect
it
too.
was just a nuisance. It was just like,
oh
why
yeah,
do this now.
Yeah, I hate when it happens. And yeah, but I think that's kind of the point of it, where it's like. Because in Watch Dogs and in Watch Dogs 2, other players can, like, all of a sudden...
It was to the point where I just turned off the internet whenever I played Watch Dogs.
Yeah. I just don't want to be... I don't want to be bothered. But yeah, there'd be you'd be in the middle of a mission. Or, no, it didn't happen when you were in missions, but anytime you were, like, free... Like, okay, you just finished a mission, now I'm going to go over here to start the next... You know how you go to the start of mission points and meet somebody to get your...
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, well, in most kind of open world games, like okay, you just gonna go over here and talk to someone so you can get your next mission. Like on your way to that guy, all of a sudden, like, oh, you're being tracked. Like find the hacker before he runs off with your data. And it's like fuck, I don't want to deal with this right now. A lot of times it's fun. I like being the guy going in to hack, but yeah, it's always annoying when you got to find the guy.
I think Metal Gear should be like a battle royale.
That'd be dope.
No classes or anything. It's just you find your goods.
Everything, yeah.
And you just play.
I mean, that's the essence of Metal Gear.
But what I'm saying is like the multiplayer in Metal Gear 5 was terrible.
Oh yeah.
Because of the balancing of the classes.
Yeah.
Too bad you never got a chance.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, Metal Gear 4, the multiplayer, because there wasn't classes. It was like literally it was just your loadout.
GTA 4's multiplayer was really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Not that many people played it.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know why people like 5 that much. There's fun games in there.
Because it's easy.
Because
anybody can get all that shit and play and kill anybody.
Dude, okay, you know what? Speaking of GTA 5 is multiplayer.
I don't even like kills it.
Yeah.
I just recently found out about this. There are, so you log in to play GTA 5, right? You are online, and you go into a regular server, and it's just people running around, killing each other, playing games, whatever it is, right? There are private servers that exist for GTA 5 that they call role-playing servers. And literally what it is you go in, you build your character, and say, I want to be a cop. So you go in there, and you are a cop. If you break role, you break character, you go off and do whatever, you're kicked and banned from the server. To the point, no, but check this out. There are rappers in these servers.
And they're being rappers?
They're being rappers, putting up actual music.
Are they having like live shows and having like a bunch of people,
Yeah,
like, go there and then they stand up there and they're like rapping.
Yeah, they're actually having concerts, and there's a.
That's pretty cool.
There's a GTA record label. They have concerts and shit, or they do contests, and
that's cool.
It's called Wu. Was it?
That's pretty.
Wu Chang Records.
Wu Chang. That's
pretty.
Yeah,
the guy's name is Mr. Chang. And they do American. Chang Idol, and that's how they get their new artists. And legitimately, these guys are putting music out on SoundCloud, and then they do concerts in the game.
SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. But
that's not impressive.
But no, I mean for it to be a GTA.
No, that's cool though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's cool that they have like shows and like.
Yeah, it's like they actually like you go into, it's like Second Life. You're going in there and just like
you're like because they have like the Hollywood Bowl on there and shit.
Yeah.
So you could go to the Hollywood. You're like we're performing at the Hollywood Bowl. And then you just have a bunch, like imagine everybody who's in the server at the fucking Hollywood Bowl. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just watching like people fucking.
But yeah, it's a trip. Like I didn't know these things existed. I just found out about it. But yeah, it was just like, that's fucking nuts. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to commit to something like that, because it's like,
Well, what's your role supposed to be?
you go in there and you decide what you want to do, like what your role is going to be.
I want to be a serial killer.
I want to be the detective that hunts the serial killer.
One more case.
I'll reenact 7.
You'll never find me.
I just got just one more case.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Shit, I had another story for you guys. Oh God, there was something else that happened this week. Oh, a couple weeks ago we talked about. Did we talk about Sony supposedly wanting to buy all the Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now the new rumor is Microsoft is actually trying to buy all that shit.
Fuck you. Get away from our fucking shit. Sony is buying it.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's gonna buy those properties, it better be goddamn Sony.
Yeah. Yeah. Be so disrespectful. That's Microsoft. Fucking.
I would begrudgingly buy an Xbox to be able to play those fucking games.
Only for that game.
It's like,
So you're buying the rights to Metal Gear Solid,
what?
and
Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and Castlevania
from Konami.
from Konami.
So the best Konami.
Yeah, the best of Konami.
Well, they have other good shit though, don't they?
But those are like the big 3
Yeah.
of Konami.
What's the other one they got?
They have like...
That was it. The pro soccer? No, what's it called? That's like their biggest selling is like that.
No,
pro
not
soccer.
selling, but other good games.
What else do they have?
Other good.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I'm trying to think. I know they I mean, there
they
was
have a
a.
lot of stuff.
They had Contra, but that was for Nintendo. That was them.
Contra.
Contra.
Yeah, that's why the up down down B8 select start. That's the Konami code. Shit, I had something else for you guys. What else was there? Last of Us spoiler.
Are we gonna watch the pay-per-view next week?
Who was fighting?
Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje.
I thought
Francis Ngannou.
it got canceled.
It's next week.
What?
Florida.
What happened to Fight Island?
Florida, baby.
They don't need Fight Island. You got fucking Florida. Florida being
Florida.
crazy as fuck.
Florida, don't give a fuck.
I don't think there's gonna be an audience.
Well, you're thinking in you're thinking of Miami. Down in Fort Lauderdale, we know what we're doing.
It's gonna be.
I gotta show you guys that
I want
video.
to say Jacksonville. I think.
Jacksonville. Yeah.
Florida
Nice.
making it happen.
You're like, is Jacksonville even in Florida? Yes, it's in Florida.
No, I was trying to remember what the lady was talking about. It was like when you said Jacksonville, I was like, but no, she was saying Fort Lauderdale. That we drink natural light because it's natural. We know what we're doing down here. So you guys y'all just leave us alone. Let us open our beaches. You go and you quarantine Miami and all those Mexicans drinking Corona beer. Oh God. People are losing their goddamn minds with this shit, man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch pay-per-view.
I hate how political it is.
Yeah, I do hate that too.
Like all only the Democratic states are the ones that are like, well, we gotta extend it, and the Republican states are opening it.
Yeah.
Because it's become.
Well, I think it's because like the longer it stays in, the more it looks bad on Trump.
Yes.
It's not
Because
just that. I mean, it's the
they just blame Trump every fucking day.
But see, that's
that
what
we're
it's like.
quarantined.
Okay, so you guys are willing to hurt all the poor people just to get at Trump. Like you're
Yeah.
willing to make all these people suffer just to get at Trump. Like that's so shitty.
Yeah.
That's super shitty that you guys are willing to do whatever the fuck it takes, no matter who the fuck suffers, to get your fucking way.
All right, hey, fuck all that shit. I have some
That's
games.
why, I used to be like more on the Democratic side, but like it's just
I'm
Like, it
I'm
sounds
on
shitty.
It
neither
makes you
side.
disappointed to be a Democrat.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm on neither. I don't claim any political parties. I don't
yeah, I
claim.
know.
any
Like if
bullshit.
anything, yeah, I don't like.
Like fuck it all.
Yeah,
So the
but they're like always supposedly are like about people's rights and like the poor people.
no one is about the
But
government.
like that's what I'm
itself is
saying.
like-
Like, but like they say they are, you know. But it's like they don't give a fuck. Yeah, none of them do. I mean,
So
whoever's patting their pockets.
yeah, I mean that's how it's been for shit.
But I
since
mean,
before we were born.
but maybe because it's like people are getting aware. Like I said, the WikiLeaks thing.
Yeah.
And then people like are aware of the pharmaceutical and like how the pharmaceutical industry, how greedy they are. People are aware of the military-industrial complex. People are aware of
War.
the banking wars.
It's just, yeah.
Like so, like this might be a symptom of all that, like coming almost to a backlash to where they're like.
Yeah,
Trying to scrape together because I have they're giving this government this thing where they're having all sorts of power, like it's rare that they roll that shit back.
Yeah,
like usually when they push these things, it stays around, like the fucking Patriot Act, like all that bullshit.
I announced that I take control of the Galactic Senate and relinquish power once the need for. And that's how the Emperor got in power and stayed in power.
What was your gaming news?
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What about it?
They are.
No, I'm 2 chapters away.
They're currently working on the next chapter, but the creator or the lead designer has come out in an interview, and he was talking about how people are assuming we're going to be making a trilogy.
Well,
we haven't said we're making a trilogy. We're more than likely it's probably going to be a bunch
5 games.
No, but it doesn't make sense that it's going to be just for 3 games.
But what
It's going to be more than 3 games.
But he's not saying it's going to be more than 3 games. He's not saying it's only going to be 3 games.
Maybe they're going to do some add-on.
They still haven't decided how they.
Well, I could probably tell you what they're probably planning on doing then, but I don't have to spoil it for you.
Well, based on the interview, what he was saying is more than likely what they want to do is every major city.
Gotcha. But they do like 2 major cities in this game.
Well,
or 3.
do they? Well, maybe I don't know. I haven't got
Sector 7, 5, or I guess are they
Midgar.
considering Midgar as a major city?
That's Midgar is a major city.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
they're gonna do 4 games.
So they're gonna do like Golden Saucer as like one whole thing.
That's what it seems like.
And then they're gonna do what is it? The valley? What's it called?
Wutai? No, not Wutai. The canyon, right? Shit.
Oh, Cosmo Canyon.
Cosmo Canyon. And then Wutai will be its own, and then
I don't know about that.
But that's just one of the things that
some of those cities are so short.
Yeah. So I don't know that, but
maybe they're gonna extend.
What they want to do is.
Yeah, listen, like this game pads like just enough that worries me that like Cosmo Cannon's like fucking like 2 things.
Yeah, that's it.
And then like you're done.
Yeah.
You go on to the next thing. Same with Gold Saucer, like. There's a bunch of side shit, but
yeah, Golden Saucer is just a bunch of fucking mini games. That's literally all it is. It's a bunch of mini games.
Are they gonna add multiplayer?
Probably not.
Because you could add a multiplayer to
they
all
could.
These mini games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they could easily add a multiplayer.
Chocobo racing.
Oh god, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be.
They
cool.
haven't had Chocobo racing yet, but that's like the biggest thing that people want.
Well, that'd be Golden Saucer.
And then they would probably make that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I mean, you would kind of be dumb not to have a multiplayer element of all these mini games.
Yeah, but the one thing he is confirming,
I feel like there's a good market for that.
Yeah.
The one thing they are confirming is it's not gonna, because like the rumor right now is like it's gonna be a major departure from the actual game, from the original game. They're saying it's not
a little gambling element into it.
They're not gonna be. They're gonna be adding to the game just like they did in this one, but they're not gonna be changing the story. They're not they're not retconning anything. They're not changing the story. They're not they're just like, this is the story. This is the game you guys know and love. We're just adding to it. We're filling in the backstory. But
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
That's too. Well, it's too. They're saying one thing in the beginning, and they're like, "Oh, but we're adding to it."
Yeah. Well, they're filling in the backstory.
They're like, we're not changing it in any way, but we're adding to it.
Well, because so like the thing is like with the
So yeah, they might not be taking anything or changing anything from the original, but they're gonna.
But we're gonna add something that changes everything,
right? Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, and they don't have a release date for the next game yet. they don't have. And I wonder if it's gonna be because like okay, so one thing that tripped me out, I didn't even realize this until after I downloaded it. Was okay, I downloaded the demo and played it, right? And then I bought the game, and then I downloaded that, right? Well, when I bought the game, I noticed it let me play it right away, and then that's when you guys were here.
Yeah.
So it let me play up to where the demo ends. When I got to that point, it says we need to download the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait. So I had to stop playing and wait. I think that's when I beat Control. But I had to go back. I had to wait. But like,
did you see that look he fly at you? It felt like right between. It looked like it was gonna hit you right on the knee, but it like.
Is that it right there?
It just fell.
It fell between your legs.
That's funny. But yeah, so I mean, who knows?
That was that Corona.
They
coming right at you.
Who knows what they're gonna do, when it's gonna be released. I mean, if they stay on the current track, I'm good with it.
I just need you to beat the game, because I need to know what your opinion is.
Okay, I like it right now. Like I said,
there is a discrepancy.
Yeah, I've been working tons of overtime right now, so like, and then
really?
I just
why? Because they laid off a bunch of people.
Wife and kids can't. Like I'm starting to play, and it's like all you do is play. Like, no, it's not. I do a lot of other stuff. I want to. All I want to do is play. All I want to do is play. Oh, you know what? There was one thing I want to bring up to you, Gabriel. Tell me what you think of this. So I was noticing there's almost every moment where Tifa or Jesse are being cute towards Cloud. It automatically it always goes into a first person view of Cloud, and it's just them looking at you like.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's like just so it's done so perfectly or like so purposely like.
Yeah, they do Jesse so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But there's so many so it's like the girls, the female characters are flirting with Cloud. And anytime they flirt with Cloud, it literally goes to
every girl in the game is horny on main.
Oh
like,
yeah. And but it's like so you've seen the perspective the game is in. It's in the third But every time one of the girls starts flirting, it's like they're all in this pose. And they're looking directly. All of a sudden, you're in first person view. Yeah. You can't see Cloud anymore, and it's just them looking at you like.
I know what first person view is. You have to fucking reiterate it. Like,
it's just no. I mean, it's just no. But
it's first person view. It's like through Cloud's eyes.
No, I mean, it's first person view.
Because normally it's not first person view, right?
Yeah, right. And that's called third person view,
where it's looking at Cloud.
I mean, no, but it's just funny
it
to
goes
how
into his eyes.
It's just funny how like it just does that like every fucking time. It just makes me laugh. Every time they do it, it makes me laugh. Fuck you guys. Oh god. I don't got anything else. You got anything, Chubb?
Are we done?
No. Well, we got 2 minutes. A minute and 15 seconds.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. They said that Last of Us is just the
release date.
Basis. No, the thing is 100. Over 100 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't hear about that one.
What is it? Just the
games are gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's gonna be a lot of cinematic.
I'm sure.
Processing going on there.
Yeah.
How long is the story? Did they say?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
That's crazy. That comes out like.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's coming out in a month.
Yeah. I mean, from being postponed indefinitely to hey, it's gonna be at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good news. We should. Be
I didn't even know Ghost of Tsushima was getting pushed back, and I got kind of sad when I saw that a new release date. I'm like, oh man, when's it gonna be?
Yeah.
I never looked at it, but like it's just a month later.
Yeah. We should be playing Cyberpunk right now. But
yeah. That should be out already.
It would be this weekend.
Yeah.
I think it would be out today.
No, it should have came out for our birthdays. Yeah. The week like the 21st or 22nd.
Yeah.
We'd be playing it right now. We wouldn't even do it. Like this show would be just like.
Oh, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I'd be fucking immersed.
Not until fall, huh?
Yeah, not until September.
Are they still gonna do the?
And they said they're doing a free, or I don't know about PlayStation, but apparently Xbox are doing a free upgrade to the.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's
Xbox.
what I'm saying. So what are they gonna do? So they're releasing a PS or a next gen and a current gen.
Yeah.
But they're coming out in fall. So it's like why?
I think the next gen, version isn't going to be like on launch.
Yeah, it's
And
not going to be available for long.
further
They
down.
said that. They said there are
But
only
if
going to
you
be two
get
versions.
the original game, at least for X, they only specified Xbox. I don't know about PlayStation, but it'll be a free upgrade.
Mhm. I'm sure. I mean, CD Projekt Red's pretty good about like.
Exclusivity.
But they're
is
not
it-
also really good about not trying to like fuck people over when it comes to like. If we're gonna ask you to pay for something, it's gonna be for
Right.
a good reason. So I don't know. I don't see them doing something like that.
Yeah, because that'd be weird.
Yeah.
If they're like, oh no, conveniently, the next gen was not going to be on.
Yeah.
It'll be like a year away. So you have to buy the new one if you want to play it.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is gonna be PS4, PS5,
Yeah.
and Black Flag was the same way.
When is Assassin's Creed come out? Did it-
It's probably end of the year.
Yeah, I forget. It showed, but it's gonna be both.
It'll probably be like a launch title.
Yeah,
Kind of.
like just like Black Flag. Black Flag was a launch title.
Yeah.
And then because I
It's a
remember,
good way to get your game sold
yeah,
because there's not that many launch titles.
yeah. One of the cool things that I remember with when Black Flag came out, and I think you guys were.
That's
I don't know if
crazy.
Gabriel was there.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah,
other
those are-
rumors was the Ragnarok.
What?
Like, cause this came out of nowhere to me.
Yeah. it did.
No, there were tons of rumors about Ragnarok, and like there was like because I forget there was something in
'Cause I
game.
remember hearing about Ragnarok, but I didn't really hear anything else about it. Like, and
It was all just rumors. It was just all they had was Norse mythology, and it's possibly called Assassin's Creed Ragnarok.
yeah, that's what.
And then they came out and were like, nah,
that's what I'm
why
saying.
would
So
we do
that's
that
the only-
shit? And
that's
they were
what I'm
like,
saying,
hey,
that
we
was
got
the
Valhalla.
only thing that ever came out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it did come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, the rumors. It always happens. It always happens. Where like even with Origins, like, oh yeah, the rumors are going to Egypt, and then all of a sudden Origins is out.
I mean, for
And then-
for it to be like the game's gonna come out in what 6 months.
Yeah.
So, like, for you to hear about it and the game's gonna come out in 6 months.
Mhm.
Like normally you hear about a game.
No, but Ubisoft is really like especially when it comes to Assassin's Creed, they're really good about containing leaks
That's what
and
I'm
rumors.
saying. Like they do a good job at. Like,
yeah, they're
containing all
really
that
good at containing that shit.
Yeah.
Because other games you hear like everything about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, here's the fucking look at the fucking
Yeah.
And then this is a thing in the game.
Yeah. Shit, there was something I was gonna say about.
Like, I'm sure we're gonna get all that shit, but 6 months is a short amount of time to get that all in
To
there.
get all in there. When do you? I don't remember if you remember me doing this. When Black Flag came out, I had I bought the PS4 and then I bought Black Flag and Ghost. Those were my two launch titles that I bought. Caboose had bought Black Flag on the PS3, and so we went to the same location, the exact same place in the game, and we had the PlayStations right next to each other, and we would just swap the HDMI back and forth to do a side by side comparison. And like initially, it was like the textures and the shadows, the lighting was just blew it away. Like it made the PS3 graphics look like everything was pixelated and like last.
Nice.
Hopefully that picked up. and just the detail. So I'm curious to see that again. You know what I mean? The differences.
Yeah.
So
What's the differences?
yeah, but
What's the differences?
I got nothing else unless you guys got
I
anything.
wonder what other games they would
Release dates?
do
Release
a
games?
little next gen version of. Like, you think they would do Tsushima? You think they would do
I don't think they're gonna do that many.
what's the one that, or The Last of Us?
I think it depends on how good
Yeah,
these games do.
yeah. And the fact that they're already gonna be backwards compatible anyway, so I mean they don't really have to.
Because
do
when
it.
did the original Last of Us come out compared to PS4? A couple months, or
I think a long time.
was it like a whole year?
I think it was a whole year.
Yeah, I see, and they still remastered it.
Yeah,
So if Last of Us 2 is like a fucking mega hit,
yeah. It'll get a remaster. Yeah, I mean it all depends on the popularity of the games and the demand. You
Yeah.
know, so you know we'll see. Only time will tell with those ones. On that note, don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealPressStart, on Twitters @RealPressStart, on Instagram @TheRealPressStart. Like us, rate us, review us. Oh, check out ratemypodcast.com/therealpressstart. It makes it super easy for you guys to rate us on your favorite platform. Go to ratemypodcast.com/therealpressstart. It automatically gives you all the options available for whatever device you're on. And then it just takes you directly to the review page. Just give us some reviews. 5 stars, 1 star, whatever you think we deserve. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. It would help us out greatly. Also, don't forget to check out Rep Sports, REPP Sports.com. Use coupon code TRPS for 15% off. Get you some Raise Energy with that refresh technology and that time release caffeine. 0 crash, 0 sugar, 0 dyes, 0 calories. It's good shit. Check it out. On that note, game over. No more questions.